Dublin once again takes its rightful position centre stage in the global arena as the 2009 Paddy Power Poker Open once again returns to Irish shores. Playing host to this most prestigious of events is the City West Hotel and Golf Resort, just on the outskirts of Dublin. Myself, DP Fitzgerald and Rebecca McAdam are going to hold your hand through the highs, the lows, the digs, the blows, the all-ins and the inevitable suck-outs of Europe's oldest poker tournament. So, before we get down to the early tables and our starting hands, a certain Neil Channing took home the silverware last year, so let's see if he has any pearls of wisdom to share with you and I, the humble Joe Public.
I had a real golden patch after I won the Irish Open last year, and I won like some other tournaments and did really well in a few things. I actually had a really terrible run recently, so I don't feel particularly in the zone. But I don't know, I've woken up feeling refreshed, so hopefully, you never know, see what happens. Yeah, I have a clear strategy actually going in. I've got the feeling that everybody that remembers me from last year will probably think, God, that guy was a right lunatic. He just seemed to play every hand and he's a bit crazy. So I've decided today, actually, don't tell anyone, but I've decided I'm going to actually play really tight and hope that everyone just thinks I'm a loony and I'll just have aces and kings all the time. So I just need to get dealt those hands now.
I'm going to try and take it down. English guy won it last year.
We're going to keep this title here, though, this year. Neil Channing took it away from us last year. It broke my heart. I couldn't eat, sleep, drink, do nothing but think about the fact that, you know, this great trophy had gone across the pond.
Who's the main threat? The other 700 Muppets are the main threat. Everybody is just surrounding you with guns and mortar shells and grenades, you know, and if somehow you can just like find your way through this misty, foggy environment with the sunshine in your eyes and, you know, your limp coming on in your left foot, well then, should be no problem.
Yeah, feeling good. Good night's sleep. I've got Mr. Liam Flood to my left and I've got Tim to my right. Two absolute fish. I'm looking forward to playing with them. I can recognise at least 3 very good players on my table already. And to have 4 very good players on the same table, shut up Liam, is very rare. Because, you know, if you find one good player on your table, then you're kind of unlucky. But we've got a hard, tough table, first table.
Whoever comes out on top on Easter Monday will have had a lot of luck, you know, a real lot of luck. I hope my luck's shining on me today. I've been very lucky in Ireland in the past.
Well, I just saw Roland. Roland is not a threat. I'm a threat to Roland, actually. I'm going to bust him so bad if he happens to be on my way.
I will play a tournament. Very nice. Good to be in Ireland. Yes, lot of fun. Very nice.
I'm feeling really good. I think I actually have a shot. Many times in the last couple of years I didn't take it very seriously, but today I think I'm going to do okay.
I'm feeling wonderful. I'm ready. Just bring it on.
I'm feeling great. I mean, I've been messing around here all morning while all those young guys were over in the gym getting themselves tired out. Like, we'd probably get a heart attack if we walked in the door of the gym.
I definitely would.
But you know, these young guys today, I mean, there's some great young players coming through, don't get me wrong, but I mean, like, they think they've invented a new game. I mean, they haven't. They've discovered a game that was there already. You know, where the older guys maybe have an advantage is, you know, we've done all this before, like, we've been in all the situations before, we've been in the situations live before.
The older guys are going to win, no doubt about it. We have the experience, we'll do it.
These guys have got no chance.
Who's he?
It's really hard to have a strategy for a live table or for any table, really. I sit down, take a look at the table, just suss it out, spend a bit of time figuring out who's who, and then see how it goes from there.
When you play online, you just get so many hands in, and like I probably think I have played more hands than most of these older guys. It's more of a like how I adjust to a live game. It's like different. You have to keep your face, and because these older guys, they never give credit to the young guys. They always think we are bluffing. So I just try to use that image, like that I'm always bluffing with 9-3 offsuit. When in reality I wait for aces.
I think a lot of the younger guys who blow up, it's because they get bored. And, you know, they're just sitting there and they're thinking it's been, you know, 2 hours now, and you know, just getting antsy. Sometimes the older guys have a bit of an advantage in terms of that. They're used to sitting down for hours and hours and hours and doing the whole live thing. So, the young players will.
Yeah, I think the younger players are going to win.
Have no doubt about it. Pádraig and myself will be at the final table.
I have a few doubts about that one.
Well, before we get to final table, let's find out how it is they play this gorgeous game of No Limit at Texas Hold'em. We're starting 8-handed at this game. That means there are 8 players seated at the table. And the first person to take note of is the person seated on the dealer button, the large chalky disc you see in front of you on the screens on the table. There you go. Now, every card or every player gets dealt 2 down cards. These are called your pocket cards. And the player immediately to the left of the dealer button gets hit with a compulsory bet. It's known as the small blind. Obviously, the button moves a position left on the table for each hand, so it does work out even for everyone at the end of the day. The position left of the small blind is called the big blind, and this is always double the bet of the small blind to get some betting started before the players look at their hands. Under the gun is the position immediately left of the big blind, and they are the first person to act. By acting, I mean they can either fold, they can call, or they can raise. You can see on your screens exactly what each of those actions means right now. And once they make their decision, play then goes to their left-hand side. Play then continues around the table to the left until we finally find our way back to the button, then the small blind, and finally the big blind until we reach the person who made the last raise. In this situation, it's Andy Black because he is on the big blind, and if you notice, he once again makes a raise. That's a bet. So, we have a call, and it means we're going to see our first community cards. 5 community cards come in all. The first 3 are known as the flop. Before this, 1 card gets burnt face down, and 3 cards face up. Following the flop, there's a round of betting continuing to the left of the button. Each player can check, fold, or raise, and then we see a 4th card, aka the turn. Another round of betting starting to the left of the button ensues. And following our players' decisions, we then get to see our 5th and final community card, aka the river. Once again, the final round of betting ensues. Each player has the choice to call, fold, or raise. And then, once a final agreement has been reached, the cards go in their back. And the winning hand, in accordance to the World Ranking of Poker Hands, takes down the pot. By World Ranking of Poker Hands, what exactly do I mean? Well, this is what I mean. World ranking starts at the bottom with just a high card, in this situation an ace. A pair is right above that. Above that, 2 pairs, 3 of a kind. Kind of speaks for itself. And a straight is 5 cards in a row of any suit. A flush is 5 cards of the same suit in any sequence. A full house is 3 of a kind and a pair. 4 of a kind does exactly what it says in the tin. A straight flush is 5 cards in a row of the same suit. And a royal flush, a straight flush, ace high. So there you have it. There are the rules. I'm the host, and unfortunately, we've already reached our first commercial break. Here's the big boys at the big table. Michael Finn takes a seat number 1. Right beside him, Brian Townsend, all the way from the United States. Just to his left, seat 3 is hosted by Chris Rentes. Everyone obviously starting on the same starting chip stack. 10,000, Richard Ashby, or Richard Ashby, pronounced it correct. Daryl Room, just to the left of him, both under the UK banner. Jack Rosenfeld, seated right to his left, and Hans Elskinsson is next in line. Then we have Murat Yalçın filling the 8th position at our TV feature table. So, here we go. Cards are in the air, and we have our first hand. Blinds commencing in the 2009 Irish Open at 25 and 50, and I am lucky enough to be joined here in the commentary box by none other than last year's victor, Mr. Neil Channing. It is nothing short of a pleasure to have you here, my friend.
Bless you. Lovely to be here.
Well, I'd say it would be lovelier to be down on the tables, but
You're absolutely right. Yeah, indeed.
Plan didn't quite go to schedule?